Hey, what's up, guys? This is Martin here from Rybkodiak. Your favorite Chad from Poland is back. Welcome back, my homeboys. So, today, gentlemen, this is going to be a really good video. I was actually supposed to go on a date with a woman today, but screw it, man. I would much rather record a new video for you guys. Straight up. I'm addicted to this stuff. So, I'm going to give you guys 5 choosing signals that are really, really strong in my opinion. And from my experience, they work. So, without further ado, guys, let's get straight to the video, shall we? So, I can tell you, man, you're consistent. You're working hard. You're busting your ass. And now, all these senoritas are paying attention to your ass. They're looking at you. You know, you're working out, you're getting that little pump, you're noticing the gains, the arms, the chest, the back, the legs. And these girls are noticing you, man. I'm telling you. Girls like attractive men, or men who are taking care of their bodies. And it's a little bit of a taboo topic. A lot of women don't want to talk about this publicly. But just like you guys are attracted to a hot female who's taking care of her body, they're going to react to you the same way. I'm telling you. But they will never tell you about it. So, the first thing we have to talk about here, guys, the first signal is positioning. A woman that likes you at the gym, or a girl that's attracted to you for that matter, she's going to purposefully position herself in your space. Like, I've just noticed this today, guys, because I've signed up to a new gym in my new city, and bro, I see a lot of baddies here, like a ton of baddies. And this one senorita, bro, like, because when I'm working out, I'm not paying attention to any girls, straight up. I'm just there to focus on myself, and that's the whole goal. And the ironic thing with all of this is that the less you care about women, the more you attract women by default. So anyway, I was just doing some pull-ups, and I noticed this one chick. She was kind of like working out next to me. She was doing some machines, and you know, a couple of minutes in, she took the machine right next to me. She started doing some assisted pull-ups. And I was not thinking about it too much at the time, but she was giving me some great choosing signals. She was playing with her hair. She was, you know, kind of like being a little girly and feminine around me. But whatever, okay. So, she got done with her workout, with her exercise. And I kid you not, man. Like, literally, about 10 to 15 minutes later, because I was doing some pull-ups, then I was doing some ab exercises. I was like doing these, I was doing hanging leg raises, and she came around, and she started doing pull-ups again, right next to me. And I was like there, I was just like, hey, I knew what she was doing, bro. She was attracted to me, and I literally just interrupted her. Like, when she was done with her set, I straight up told her, "Oh, you're doing this again?" Like, in a weird, funny tone. And she just smirked. She, like, you know, she just smiled a little bit. And that was it. I could have, you know, asked for a number and all these things, but I did not. Because I was being smooth. I did not care about her. But she was really hot. She was, like, in my book, she was at least a 9. And a 9 in Poland is like an 18 out of 10 in America, straight up. Because a lot of these American girls, like, they think they're 10s and whatever, but bro, they're not attractive. This is like a little inside joke, but whatever. Okay, anyway. But the point is this. When a woman is really into it at the gym, she's going to find excuses to be next to you. Not just in the gym, but wherever you go. And the girls will literally flock in your orbit. This wasn't the only girl. This was not the only girl that was doing this to me today. I had like 3 or 4 girls that were doing this simultaneously, and I think they were competing for my attention, which is nuts when it happens. And that's the best position you want to be in, because now instead of you competing for their attention, they're competing for you. And women are incredibly competitive, and this is going to be a sign that we're going to talk about, you know, further down the video. But on to the next one. Sign number 2. She's going to play the mirror game with you. Now, in my opinion, girls are very, very sneaky when it comes to the eye contact thing in general. And I've made a ton of videos about this in the past. But women, when they like a guy or when they're attracted to a guy, they're going to give him two kinds of eye contact. One, they might give you that direct eye contact, meaning they will stare at you, or they will look at you consistently. They will meet your glance, or what they're also going to do, particularly at the gym, is they're going to play the mirror game with you. They're only going to look at you when you're not looking at them, or when you're doing your exercise, or when you're busy, because they don't want to be caught. I'm telling you, bro, these girls are very, very strategic. It's not an accident. Because, I mean, once it might be an accident, but twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, in the span of like 5 to 10 minutes at the gym, at a big commercial gym, bro, she knows what she's doing. She's attracted to you, most likely. She's sexually attracted to you. And that's a really, really good sign. So, what are you waiting for, cowboy? Go up to her. Talk to her. What you gotta lose, man? And it's a really powerful signal. So, if she's... But I mean, at the same time, you gotta be smart with it. Because at the gym, I definitely think, like in my opinion, I think the gym is a fantastic place to pick up on women. Because one, she understands the value of hard work. And two, she's not entitled. She knows she has to work for things in her life. And three, you got a common interest. Okay, you can talk to her about anything that's related to the gym. And it's so much easier to break the ice with the chick if you have a common interest. Straight up. So, the bottom line is, whenever a girl is giving you a lot of glances at the gym or she's giving you a lot of eye contact, she's into you, period. It's never an accident. Like, do you really think that if you were unattractive in her eyes that she would be paying attention to you? Hell no. Hell no. Especially if it's a big gym, because if it's a small gym, it's a whole different matter. But a big gym where she has a lot of space, she doesn't have to look at you. She could, she could just be looking at her phone all the time, but she's looking at you through mirrors. She's into you. You've caught her eye. I'm telling you, bro. She's noticing your gains, your arms, your booty, your legs. Bro, girls like a man's booty. I'm telling you. Your chest, your back, your abs, your jaw, your handsome face. Bro, she's noticing all these things. Your stature, your body. They're attracted to that kind of shit. I'm telling you. It's a secret that women will never tell you. But anyway, number 3. And this is going to be a surprising one. But women will actually come up to you. They will ask you a question. Yeah. Or they'll ask you for advice. Like, bro, like the same day, literally today, I had so many crazy things that happened to me. That's why I wanted to make this video in the first place. This one chick came up to me. She approached me. And I was not doing anything, by the way. I was just doing like a little... I was on my pull-up machine. I was on my pull-up bar, and I left a couple of things on my bench. And I was not using the bench. And by the way, she did not need to use the bench, but she came up to me anyway, and she was like, "Hey, can I take this bench from you?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And she was standing really close to me, and she took the bench, and I just took my belongings and I put them aside, but she did not need to use the bench. No, because she was doing, like, this particular girl, she was doing like these little step ups. When a girl's when girls are training their booty or their legs, they usually they take a little like a dumbbell on one side, and they go up with one leg, and she did not need to use the bench for this. No. But I knew she was attracted to me because the first time I saw her at the gym, she completely lost her cool. Like, she started playing with her hair. She, acted a little nervous, but I did not think too much of it. But then later down the road, once I, went up to my pull-up bar, that's when she asked for it. And the funny thing with all of this is that right before this chick came up to me, This one girl I was just talking about, this nine, she like literally went around and started, doing pull-ups like on the assistant machine right next to me. It was so crazy. But girls love to compete for a man's attention. They do. They really do. And the second girl, by the way, she was just as attractive. She was much taller. I would say she was an 8. She was really hot as well. Like, these are baddies, bro. But this is what they're going to do. Sometimes, like my past experience with women, some girls will just come up to you and ask you a random question. Like, hey, what do you think about these weight clicks? Or, hey, could you help me with lifting this bar? And it's like a 40-pound bar, squat bar. Man, but they're doing it for a reason. The reason why they're doing it, gentlemen, is because they want your attention. You're appealing in their eyes. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. Stop confusing a woman's actions as coincidences, because they're not. I'm telling you, bro. They want you to think that way. A lot of women want you to believe that it's an accident, but it's never an accident. Especially if all these signals that I'm just describing here happen consecutively and one after another. I'm telling you, bro. Next one. Number 4. Body language. And this is something that I talk about a lot on my videos, guys. But one of the fastest ways of identifying as to whether a woman is actually into you or not is to look at her body language. Okay? Flirtatious body language. When a girl is into you, her female nature will eventually take over. Even if she has a guy, even if she's married or she's, I don't know, she just broke up with a guy, she can't control her body language because it's subconscious for the most part. Right? A lot of girls, when they like you, they're going to play with their hair, they're going to expose their necks, they're going to like their feet and their bodies, they will literally aim in your direction. It will point in your direction. And it's subconscious. And it's for a reason. Because a person's body never lies. But people's words, people's way of being nice towards you, it can be a lie. But a person's body language, no, it's never a lie. Never. So some women, especially they have a nice butt, bro. They will literally pull up their pants right next to you. They will fix their titties, their bras, bro. Some girls will apply lipstick right next to you. Some women will also like touch their lips, or they'll have they'll have like this fidgety body language around you that's unnatural. Or sometimes if they're talking to another chick, to their friend, or if she's a personal trainer and she's, training a client, she might literally just burst out laughing right next to you. Or she might be obnoxiously loud, purposefully, just so she can get your attention. They're going to do that kind of shit, bro. It's not an accident. She wants your attention. It's crazy when it happens. So, but that's the real deal, bro. And every single guy who gets women understands this point. Because I've read a lot of different opinions to this, especially when it comes to the gym. Because a lot of guys are like, no, the gym is a horrible place to pick up on women. No. A lie. I got a lot of contacts and a lot of women just by talking to them at the gym. So it's a lie. Straight up. What kind of men are telling you that the gym is a horrible place to pick up on women? According to whom? Exactly. Guys that can't get women. The gym is a fantastic place. So, if you know how to pull it off, if you can read between the lines, you're not being creepy, you're taking care of your ass, and you're being confident, it can be a fantastic place to pick up on women. Because, bro, believe me, a lot of these hot women, especially if she's a really beautiful woman, she never gets approached. Sure, she might get a lot of attention online, on Instagram, and on a lot of these dating apps, but in real life, she rarely gets that quality attention from a man that she's really attracted to, like the kind of man that she really craves and desires. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, she's used to all these simps that are constantly hitting her up or that are buying her flowers all day. But she's rarely, if ever, accustomed to the guy that she really likes and that really turns her on and that makes her vagina wet. No. She's rarely gonna be exposed to these kind of men. But that's the point. You're gonna kind of ease your way in and read between the lines. Okay? That's the thing. But it takes some skill. I definitely think that when it comes to the gym, it is not the easiest place to pick up on women. Because there's usually a lot of pressure, there's a lot of guys there, and a lot of these guys are looking at these women all the time. So you need to kind of like, it's a game. And you need to be good at it. But if you're good with women, you know how to pull it off, it's a great place. Definitely. And the last sign we have to talk about here, and this is going to be a strange one, and a little bit, let's say, unorthodox, but it definitely works. She gets jealous when you're looking at other women. Now, I definitely think if you're a man who's watching this, one of the fastest ways you can become more attracted to women is when other women are competing for your attention. Because women have this invisible radar for men who are very attractive. Straight up. Women know if you're getting women. They know. They have this, it's almost like it's instinctual in a way, right? It comes from the caveman days. They know if a guy gets women or if he's desired by other women. So the bottom line is, like, the fact of the matter is, bro, if other women are competing for your attention and this one senorita who's really attracted to you notices it, bro, she's going to work even harder. And that's the thing that I think that happened to me with the first chick today. I talked to her a little bit, and I was not being needy, I was not being desperate, and I think she liked that. And it drives them nuts, because if you're an attractive guy who's watching this, and you're keeping your cool, you're confident, you're being very nonchalant about this whole thing, you're not simping for these women, you're an outlier. You're instantly a high-value man in their eyes. Straight up, I'm telling you, bro, these girls are not used to it. And you know what they're going to do, man? They're going to work hard for your attention. And now the whole table is flipped. Now, instead of you competing for their attention, they're competing for your attention. And they're battling for it. You're being a challenge in their eyes. Just by doing that one thing alone. And you're showing her that you have abundance. And women can notice it. So, if women are being jealous of you, if they're noticing that all these women are looking at you, because women can notice it. Women are very aware of their surroundings. Much more than guys. Especially when it comes to the male to female dynamics, bro. They're very much aware of it. So, if you're noticing all these signs, bro, girls like you. I'm telling you. These are signs of high interest in women at the gym. So, the thing is, remember this. None of these signs matter until you actually pull the trigger. So, grab your balls and your dick and go up to the chick. And you might clap some cheeks. I'm telling you. You might get lucky. Or not. But it really doesn't matter. It's a numbers game at the end of the day. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's currently around 1 a.m. here on a Saturday evening, but I don't care. I'm doing this for you guys. We have a free group that y'all can join down below on Discord, and that's about it. Have a wonderful day, guys. Happy Easter.